we're pleased to be joined by John Calipari, who won the 2012 National Championship. Also want to congratulate John on being awarded the NABC Guardians of the Game Pillar Award for inclusion. John, congratulations on that. Something that Wright Thompson said in that essay struck me. He said that pursuing perfection takes something out of a team. You took a team to Indianapolis in the same shoes that Gonzaga had. What did that pursuit and going into that Final Four game take out of your team?
You know, just listening to what he said brought back memories because the UMass team, I think we won our first 25 or 26. The Memphis, the same. We went through this in 2010, and then that 14 team. What you say is we're not worried about it. We're not thinking about it. We're worried about winning the championship. We're worried about finishing. But let me just tell you, it's there. It's kind of like a coat you wear. And what you hope, and what I hope for Fewy, that the game's not close. Because if it's close, it's the only way it'll play a part, because I know how he coaches. That team has played so well. But it's when it's a close game. We're playing Wisconsin, and it's you're bringing back memories of, you know, a shot clock violation not called, and then we got a shot clock violation that we hadn't had all year. There are things that happened, and my reaction to them wasn't what they needed to be. Mark, his late game stuff and what he does is outstanding. You just hope it's not a close game. You hope it's a blowout. Then you don't have to worry about that record.
Cal, I saw a tweet of yours this week regarding Johnny Juzang, who played for you last year. What was going through your mind when you put that tweet out?
I was happy for him. I mean, you know, I expected when we recruited him for him to be that kind of player. I didn't know how fast, but that's what we expected. His family story, if you've heard it, you will love this kid even more if you hear his family story. But my memory is him playing 33 minutes against Florida the last game, scoring 10 points, and then I can still see the water bottles he was pouring on EJ and Nick. But I'm happy for him. You know, this pandemic changed a lot of stuff. And him wanting to go back home, you know, I wasn't happy. I wanted him to do what he's doing for UCLA for me. But I get it, and you got to support these kids.
John, when you look back to your 2015 team, going back to the undefeated thing, you mentioned that it was like a coat you have to wear. How did you address that with your players? Because they're seeing it all on social media in addition to what's said, you know, just on regular media.
Our goal is not to be undefeated. Our goal is to win the national title. I could say it 1,000 different ways, but at the end of the day, if that game is close, it will play a part. And that's why you didn't want a close game. Now, we were lucky, if you remember, to beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame had us beat, and we fought and did all the right stuff. But now, as it gets closer to that national championship game, the closeness of the game, I wish I could have done a better job at the end. I probably didn't react as well. But we went the gauntlet winning 38. The SEC, I think we had overtime games. Even in our conference tournament, our non-conference schedule, like it always is, was ridiculous. And then to go in and have Wisconsin, you know, Bo coached his butt off. They had terrific players, and so did Mike Bray. I mean, Mike Bray had a team that could have won a national title that year.
John, you're an icon in our sport, and yet we just had one retire in Roy Williams. What does his retirement mean to you?
Well, first of all, I think he'll go down as one of the great coaches in our history. You're talking about a gentleman, someone that I've enjoyed being around socially, his wife, Wanda, and what you want. How about the way he respected and revered Coach Smith and how he dealt with that, always putting him at the forefront of all the stuff. And so, again, his run, unmatched. What he did at Kansas, do you guys remember? I mean, it was ridiculous. And then he goes to North Carolina and just starts winning national championships there. So I'm happy for him. sad for our game. I mean, we lost John Thompson. We lost Glenn Wilkes. We lost John Chaney. I mean, all that's going on, guys retiring. It's just, Seth, we're getting older. That's what it is.
Hey, John, I appreciate you being with us today, man. Look forward to seeing your team play next season. Thanks a lot.
Hey, I got to tell you guys, a lot of people had fun at our expense and celebrated. I'm ready to get going. This can't come fast enough now.
I said it about Gonzaga. People like to see them lose. It's the ultimate badge of honor. They love to see Kentucky lose. Take it as a compliment, my friend.
Don't give this dude a cause.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.